My name is Swin and you're watching Starcraft Pulse. Some players have waited for up to 12 years for this day. Starcraft 2 is finally here! Woohoo! With all the launch parties and other craziness surrounding the launch of Starcraft 2, I didn't really know where to start with the news this week. I guess the best idea is just to start with the news that I missed from last week. So it seems like the guys from over at the Wall Street Journal made a bit of a boo-boo. Last week I spoke about the amount of money Blizzard spent on developing Starcraft 2. It turns out they meant to say World of Warcraft instead of Starcraft. I guess that makes a bit more sense now. The Wall Street Journal have apologized for their mistake and published a new and fixed article. Blizzard's Join the Dominion campaign came to an epic conclusion last week with the release of a new trailer for Starcraft 2 Wings of Liberty. The trailer is titled Ghosts of the Past and focuses mainly on the past of Sarah Kerrigan, Jim Raynor and Valerian Minsk. The video is extremely well done in all regards. I think after seeing that video, anyone that says they don't feel sorry for what happened to Sarah Kerrigan would probably be lying. Everyone who hasn't seen it should definitely check the trailer out, but brace yourself, it's pretty intense. On that same note, for any of you that have yet to install the game and want to read the story that's told during the installation, Kotaku have set up a pretty nice post with screenshots of all the pictures and text. Kotaku, Gosu Gamers and INC Gamers have some great roundups of all the midnight launches that happened around the world. There are some great photos and videos at all three sites. It's just amazing to see how involved people get and how far they go at some of these events. Be sure to check any of that out over at starcraft.incgamers.com, kotaku.com or gosugamers.net, or just check the links below. Also, be sure to check out my coverage of one of the local Starcraft 2 launch events here in South Africa in the local news section. If you're picking up Starcraft 2 for the first time and don't know much about it or how to use it, Blizzard have released an extremely informative video about getting started on Battle.net 2.0. If you've used Battle.net before or played in the Starcraft 2 beta, you probably won't learn anything new here and should just give it a skip. The video does, however, cover all the basics and would be a great asset to anyone just starting out. You can find that in the links below. Blizzard have uploaded a single-player preview on their Starcraft 2 community site. This preview details some of the types of missions you'll be able to embark on while playing Starcraft 2 Wings of Liberty. If you've yet to pick up your copy of the game, this may well be an interesting read for you. They've also set up an official post with all the current bugs and issues and their fixes over on the official Starcraft 2 forums. So if you're having any problems with your game, you should definitely head on over there to investigate or find the cause. You can just check in the links below to find that post. Sean, Day 9 plots, Starcraft 2 King of the Beta tournament has concluded, with Idra as the victor. The best of 5 finals between Idra and Testo were great to watch and expertly cast by Day 9 himself. The finals stretched into a 5th game with Idra finally taking it with a score of 3-2. You can find out more about that over at Day 9's YouTube channel. In somewhat related news, Idra was recently interviewed by CNN during a piece they were doing on the release of Starcraft 2. He talks about his time in Korea, Starcraft 1, and what we can expect from Starcraft 2. CNN. I guess this just puts into perspective the size and scope of a release such as Starcraft 2. It's amazing stuff. The Starcraft 2 ESL World Challenge has been announced along with all its prizes and details. There are 16 spots in this tournament, 10 of which will be on invite basis, based on performance during the beta from players all across the world. The other 6 spots will be filled by taking the top 3 players from both Go for SC2 Cups happening this week on Wednesday and Saturday. Head on over to eslworld.com for more information on this amazing looking tournament. All that said, we'll obviously be seeing the return of Go for SC2, Craft Cup and Zotac this week. There'll probably be a ton of other tournaments happening over the next week, so be sure to check back here next time for results from those. The new gaming destination, as they call it, has been launched here on YouTube, called The Game Station. It features some of the greatest gaming channels currently on YouTube. It includes the likes of HD and Husky Starcraft, Zam, Next Gen Tactics, Total Biscuit, Zeitgeist Review, and my personal favourite, Press Hard to Continue. What? At the moment, the Game Station is quite Starcraft heavy. More coverage, more news, and more replays for us. Be sure to check out the Game Station over at youtube.com/thegamestation. Lead 3D artist on Starcraft 2, Alan Dilling, had a chat to 178.com. In the short interview, Alan explains what his job is and what difficulties and opportunities he and his team have met during the development of Starcraft 2. It's really interesting to see what goes into the development of a game like Starcraft 2, so be sure to check that out in the links below. If you're as big a fan of LEGO as me, then this video is just for you. The guys over at Kuba Studios have recreated a Starcraft 1 Terran vs Protoss game using only Lego bricks and a few special effects. It's incredibly well done and definitely worth a view. You can find it here on YouTube or just check the links below. The extremely talented artist, broadcaster and gamer Sue has once again dazzled us with her skills. This time, for the Day 9 countdown party, she created a Marauder figurine using nothing but paper, highlighters and some glue. She then proceeds to kill a Day 9 figurine with said Marauder. But really, it's a great video and just shows how much fun you can have with StarCraft 2 without even playing the game. You can check out SueStuff.com for more information on Sue and all her creations. DC Direct were at San Diego Comic-Con this week to reveal their new StarCraft 2 figurines. There are 3 new figures from the series depict 3 of the major characters, Tychus, Zeratul and Jim Raynor. The figurines are set to be released to the market in the second quarter of 2011 and their prices have yet to be announced. Head on over to Kotaku.com to see some pictures and read more about them. That's it for this week's international news. Let's check out what's been happening locally. So, as I mentioned last week, I did in fact make it to the Somerset West midnight launch of StarCraft 2. It was fun. I met a lot of local players and it seems like pretty much half the Mint gaming team was there. Hey, that's not a bad thing. I did the pesky reporter thing and kept the camera rolling as often as I could. I had to upload the footage of the midnight launch and my unboxing in a separate video. So if you want to see that, just head on over to the Tales of Lumin channel on YouTube and check out the other video I uploaded this week. The first online South African StarCraft 2 tournament, Go Time, took place last night with Mint player Avocado taking the win. Everyone was in high spirits with the game freshly launched and all the games were pretty fun to watch. In the finals we saw Bravado player Chase duke it out with Avocado. Chase, the usually Terran player, opted to play Zerg in this tournament. It didn't end well. Avocado managed to win the best of 5 finals with a score of 3-0. You can find a replay pack of the finals and the full results of the tournament over at miton.co.za. Polarfluke is at it again. A couple of days ago they announced their biggest tournament to date, Polarfluke Released. This tournament is set to be held on the weekend of the 7th of August. You can find more details and sign up over at polarfluke.co.za. This coming weekend I'll be attending the South African StarCraft 2 exhibition tournament in Johannesburg. Obviously I'm pretty excited to be casting at the event with my partner in crime Z1. Hopefully I'll get some pictures and videos taken of the amazing looking venue, but I think more importantly I'd just like to see some really great StarCraft being played. For anyone that still wants to attend the event as a spectator, be sure to head on over to Telkom Do Gaming's website to sign up. That's it for this week's local news. Let's head on over to General Blizzard news. World of Warcraft. You're still newsworthy even with the release of StarCraft 2. There's just a tad less news than normal, and for any of those that were wondering, we still can't create Worgen on the Cataclysm beta servers. MMO Champion and World of Raids have had a quick look at the new guild user interface in Cataclysm. There are lots of screenshots about anything and everything guild related, so be sure to head on over to those 2 sites to check that out. miton.co.za has a great preview up of the male and female goblins in Cataclysm. It covers all the new skin colors, hairstyles, hair colors, features and faces available to this new race at character creation. So be sure to check that out over at miton.co.za if you want to start planning your future characters. The guys over at the guild have managed to entertain us once more, this time with a follow-up to their debut music video, Do You Want to Date My Avatar? Game On is a new Bollywood-style music video featuring performances and vocals from all the members of the cast. It's pretty funny and definitely worth a watch, whether you're a fan or not, so head on over to watchtheguild.com to see that. That's it for this episode. Thank you so much for everyone that managed to pry themselves away from StarCraft 2 for long enough to watch the show. I'm not really sure if I'm going to be releasing an episode next week, but stay tuned anyway, as I'm going to try to get it up if I can find the time. As usual, I just want to thank all the viewers and everyone helping promote the show. It really means a lot to me. So that's it. Like it, favorite it, share it and subscribe. But most importantly, happy StarCrafting.